Salakia. Now, on this section, I'm gonna do the payback. That's gonna be for the children of Israel, and he gonna use the children of Israel like Ezekiel 25:14 said. He gonna use the children of Israel to execute that vengeance. Same thing with Psalms 149. He gonna use the children of Israel to execute vengeance on these other nations. But his prophets, he used them also. Now I'm gonna get this Psalms 94, starting at verse 1. He say, O Lord, Yahweh, to whom vengeance belong. O God, to whom vengeance belong, show thyself. Verse 2, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. Verse 3, Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? Verse 5, they break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict your heritage. See, this is what these nations is doing. Verse 6, he say, they slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Verse 7, yet they say, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Verse 8, understand ye brutish among the people, and you fools, when will ye be wise? Okay. I'm going to jump down to verse 10. He say, he that chasteneth the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teaches man knowledge, shall not he know? Now, 16, I'm going to get verse 16. This is Psalm 94 and 16. It say, who will rise up for me against the evildoer? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? So now he's seeing the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They standing up for the Lord, and they being an ambassador to the wicked. They giving the judgments of the Lord. And that alone is causing the drama. Now let me get that in Revelation. Revelation 19 and 10, it say, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, seest thou do it not? I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship God, Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So, what is the prophecy? What is the prophecy saying? And who is telling the prophecy? See, his servants, the prophets. That's who's telling the prophecies. And let me get that Amos to give how powerful their prophecies is. Amos 3 and 7, it says, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So now the prophets coming with the secrets. they telling these heathen the secrets that they don't know. They bringing new information, and they telling what's finna happen to these heathen. For the first time, these heathen is hearing the punishments that's written. They're hearing what's finna be executed upon them and their people. So that's how he's saying, who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? See, that's when these prophets stand up against the workers of iniquity, that's gonna cause the drama that we seeing right now on the earth, because we see them standing up. Let me get that in Jeremiah 28. Jeremiah 28:8. It say, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdom, of war and of evil and of pestilence. See, the prophets always stood up before war broke out. Now, when you had World War I and World War II, that had nothing to do with our people. You see, they just was being involved in it by wanting to please their masters, wanting to please the nation, and join the military and get involved into the war. But that had nothing to do with the nation of Israel. See, the Edomites weren't fighting each other because of the nation of Israel. Same thing with the Civil War. They killing each other over what they got going on. They weren't fighting against us, even though we joined the war with them. It had nothing to do with us. So he didn't have to bring up no prophets for that. But see, in this destruction of this whole kingdom, that's why he bringing the prophets, because the whole kingdom is about to go down. Right before this great kingdom go down, he would always bring the prophets. He brought Daniel before Babylon went down, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, before Babylon was destroyed by the Persians. Same thing with when the Persians was getting destroyed, he brought Ezra, and he brought Nehemiah to pretty much prepare the way to build up the nation of Israel, so once the Greeks take over, they'll have a temple, and they'll have pretty much they'll establish themselves as a nation. Because in Babylon, he destroyed their nation and sent them to Babylon, but he rebuilt it during the Persian captivity, and then the Edomites came with the Greeks and took over and destroyed it again. But he always brought prophets. Then when the Romans was finna destroy Jerusalem, he brought Yahushua. See, the 12 apostles, the 70 apostles that followed Yahushua. He always raised up the prophets before the kingdom was destroyed. Either the kingdom of Israel or the great kingdom of the Gentile. So let's see here. Now when these prophets is telling these secrets, this is why the beast in Revelation is going to come for them. I'm going to get right to the point. Revelation chapter 12. It says, verse 17, the dragon was wroth with the woman and with to wage war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of God and have the testimony of Yahushua. See, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. See, they had the spirit of prophecy telling these heathens what was going to befall them. And let's get Obadiah. Well, you know what? Let's get Jeremiah. Jeremiah easier to find, and they pretty much say almost the same thing. Jeremiah 49. this is some of the secret that the prophet is bringing out, that's causing this dragon, these red dragons, to get wroth with the nation of Israel. Jeremiah 49:14, it say, I have heard a rumor from the Lord. See, who is he hearing the rumor from? The prophets. The prophets is telling the heathen, your kingdom is coming to an end. We are here now, and we finna take over. Let me finish the verse 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather yourselves together, come against her and rise up to the battle. You see, we telling these other nations, if you come against these Edomites, you gonna get the victory, because these Edomites, their time is up. See, their time is up. Their kingdom is over. See, they don't have a kingdom anymore.